This concept of PMC was non-existent in India maybe 5 years back. Now it is taking probably a prime dominance in any construction. In the last 3 years, slowly the importance is growing for two reasons. One is, earlier it was like an architect used to be a specifier. Normally the way an architect works is based on certain known parameters and certain backup data forwarded by vendors, to be very honest. So like for example, somebody is designing a facade. He has X, Y, Z known to them. What are the inputs, what are the technical specifications given to them, they are taken in toto, converted them into a tender form, floated as the project specification and pushed, assuming that these vendor specifications are correct. I mean, when I am to select a product, see, in any product there is a range. So if I am talking about aluminum composite panel, there is a range. So somebody is selling at 50 rupees, somebody is selling at 150 rupees a square feet. But it doesn't mean that 50 rupees fellow is selling it right, 150 fellow is selling it wrong, or having extra price, or a premium. No. You should understand the cost benefit ratio of a product. So that kind of technical analysis and the right use of material in the right place, optimizing the cost, doing a value added engineering, that all has taken a dominance with prestigious projects. Still architects play a very vital role for reasons that they can imagine, they can design, they can create. Those creations now slowly are getting converted into a cost optimized reality, value engineered reality through an agency called PMC. So that is why this importance has come in, and that is now growing. As we have been seeing it, now there are hardly any commercial projects, there are hardly any institutional projects that go without a PMC. Earlier that was not the case. They were highly dependent on contractor. What contractor used to say was believed, what architect said was believed. But now they say it should be optimized. I'm not saying that somebody would cut the cost, somebody would optimize the cost, somebody would validate the cost, somebody would validate the design. That is why this importance has increased. Now as far as the facade designs that you are talking about, again, in facades, first thing is, we were not into facades. If you see our Indian industry 10 years back, it was more of an RCC dominated, more of masonry dominated, plastered, painted structures, because they were much cheaper than artificial facades. They were much long lasting comparing to a conventional facades. Now what is happening is, these conventional facade systems which you have been adopting in the past, they have started growing in the price. The cost of conventional facades has started increasing, and the good quality external facades with a lot of options, lot of color schemes, lot of attractive management systems have started coming down. So there is a connectable bridge that happened between conventional costs versus aesthetically more pleasing, appealing elevations. So these have started dominating. Now with this, the problem also has come in, like engineering. See, most of the product specifiers would tell you about the product quality, product durability, product pricing, and the usage. For example, wet areas, non-wet areas, internal areas, outer areas. But then the background, so this facade has to go and sit on an engineered wall. So that engineered walls have now brought in the facade designs. Otherwise, this facade designers was not also a known concept before. Now we have facade designers. Now we have in fact laboratories who check your facade capability in terms of wind loads, in terms of water tightness. So that importance has come in now, which was not there before. So like right now we are doing indoor stadium, wherein we have designed the facade for structural stability against wind loads. Now that we have made our tender document as a necessary condition that the mock-up of the facade should be submitted to a wind design laboratory in Bombay, who would check the wind capacity of the complete facade along with the frame structure and then approve it before we install it. So that kind of scenario was non-existent before, but that has become a very dominant factor now. People like things to be in right place with the right engineering. So the importance has started. And that will go as we work further. That is where the real engineering is coming in. And see, that is where exactly nowadays what is happening is every field has got its own definition. Every field of engineering, like earlier, we were not used to working with a multiple set of consultants. Now people love to work with multiple set of consultants. Like we are doing an auditorium building for Chamber of Commerce. Now in this auditorium building, we have architects, we have interior designers, we have structural designer, we have acoustic consultant, we have MEP consultant who are dealing with air conditioning, lighting, plumbing, firefighting, and this is how we have a landscaping consultant. So this whole set of consultants work as a design team, and we work as a PMC, coordinating the whole of them, synergizing all the activities into the project, and then coordinating with various contractors who come with various consultants and integrate them and deliver the project in a cost optimized way. That is how we work with. So we are conventionally used to working with a multiple set of consultants. ACP has three things to look at. Number one is the basic material, that is aluminum. Backup, that is second part. Third is the coating, protective coatings. In majority of the cases, the problem is with the backup material, which deteriorates with time, and the coatings, which will start fading, which will start peeling. So these are the only two basic problems. Most of the cases, what I understand is the aluminum part is not manufactured by any of the ACP companies, and very limited branded companies produce these sheets. So that may not be a very acute problem, but we very clearly look for the color specifications and the backup material specifications. So that play a very important role. And normally with any facade material, the experience of the past plays a very vital role. Our system is very clear. Not only aluminum composite panels, most of the products, we don't take them by face value, to be very honest. What we do is we normally try to do mock-ups. Normally we try to use them in a very small quantity in a place where I can dare to replace in the event it doesn't work. Allow it to perform. We pre-educate the owner for the possibility of failure. Because what happens is, in the past 25 years that I am in this field, there are a lot of cases where there are good branded marketing companies, material companies, who in fact have physically shown me tests in my office. See, suppose impact load test on a product or abrasion test on a product. We have witnessed, we don't select a product casually. We do all pre-investigations. But then they pass through. Still they did not perform in the field. They had a lot of European certifications. Still did not perform in Indian scenario. So it's not that, having had all certificates, things will definitely pass through under any circumstances, across the entire country, coming from Himachal to Kanyakumari. Need not be that in every product is as good as it would have been in Europe or it would have been in America. So we normally, our practice is we try to do mock-ups. If there are not time-tested products, we use them in discretionary locations where in the event of failure, we may be able to replace it. We try and define the do's and don'ts at our project level, educate our boys, and then implement in a massive level. So foreign Indian is secondary to me, honestly. Product to product we can talk. See, what is happening is there could be a very good Indian company. There could be a very good foreign company. See, for us as a product specifier, what we look for is a product rather than the place of manufacturing. See, there are a lot of Chinese products who are far inferior to Indian. we don't care. You understood?
Right.
See, there are very good, excellent Indian products, maybe originated with a foreign technology, foreign collaboration, or Indian development. But if the product performs good, that is what we look for. You got my point? Like, for example, we have done this exhibition center in Surat. The whole roofing sheets were imported from Calzip. Okay. That time aluminium sheets of engineering grade for roofing with a better tensile strength were not available in India. But today the same Calzip company picks up material from Hindalco, saying that this is better than what I import from outside. So the scenario changes. Tea is going to take prime dominance in Surat market.
Okay.
Especially Surat, in my opinion, is blessed with a lot of disasters. And every disaster has helped us in improving the project quality. Fortunately, Surat had a flood, Surat had an earthquake, now Surat had a series of fire accidents this year. This made the authorities realize the importance of fire safety in buildings. So the ad hoc certifications, ad hoc fire licenses have stopped.
Okay.
This forced builders to understand the seriousness of the fire retardant specifications in products that they use.
Right.
Inflammability, fire retardantness. See, these are the things which we have been knowing. We have been telling people. But then people don't see it as a necessary unless there is a compulsion. See, as a specifier, you have your own limitations. See, I can take you to a doctor, but then if you are not ready to take medicines, I can do nothing. I can suggest you a good doctor. I can suggest you a good product. But then if you say no, I'm not interested. So that no has disappeared now. Now people understand, see, if I have to also incorporate these specifications, I have a better life tomorrow. I am more better off. So from this year onwards, I see an excellent acceptance
Of fire
for
retardant.
fire retardant products. Excellent acceptance. The trend has already started. The trend has already started. Now people realize it's better to be safe. Say you are going to give me a fire retardant product, but your product is 5% costlier than your competitor. Now people are ready to pay. If your product is 2 times, then people will still start looking for an option.
Right.
Because see, ultimately affordability matters. Ultimately what boils down to is affordability. So as far as affordability is concerned, premiums for good specifications are always absorbed within the limits of tolerance, within the limits of acceptability. So that is always accepted. Now people accept more. See what is happening now, the sale potential increased. The builders are able to sell at a better price for premium products. So when they say premium, then people who pay the price also demand the premium in reality. So there is a lot of awareness. So people now demand quality, and builders do deliver quality with a very clear feeling that everybody now wants to see his company as a brand. Earlier people used to just sell, koi bhi aaya, becha, finished. Short term gains, and there were people without qualifications, there are people who had only commercial potential or strength. But now all companies, if you look, now the trend, if you look at it, they are more competent, more qualified builders, that are coming into the field, who understands the value. See, honestly speaking, I would be very, very happy if companies like you document your failures. See, failure is not to be taken as negative. Failures
to be learned from.
Teachers what not to do. So it would have been excellent if you also document the bad of. Bad, I am not saying that bad of the product. Bad of the performance. And then tell people, what are the reasons for that bad? भाई ये screw गलत था, या this system would have been wrong, या this section that has been selected is correct,
Right.
or this section that has been collected is wrong. I mean, it's good that, and probably I would be very happy the companies come out with a lot of education to the architects, engineers and PMCs. See, colleges don't teach everything, and in most of the cases the product seller would never talk bad about
His own product.
not only his product. Negative side of the entire story will never be told when you are selling a product, but negative side can always be taught as an education. You got my point?
Yes.
So that would be a very good contribution of your company